Okay, welcome to week one. Um, as of recording this, I'm actually traveling Germany, and I figured I'd show you where I'm staying. There's a little town in what they call the Rhineland, the area around the River Rhine, and it's filled with vineyards and old castles and all kinds of things. So um, I'm recording this video ahead of time so that I can still enjoy some of the things that are out there. Let's get back to week one. So I guess I should also say that week two, um, I may hold off a little while before I post that video, um, partly because I'm traveling, but partly also because some things may come up that I might want to add to week two's video. Um, these videos typically are just going to be a little summary of what's going on in this week. This one will be maybe just a tad longer because I'll jump into the common sort of structure of each week. And there is a lot of text in week one just on the Moodle page. Please do read through all of it. Don't let it intimidate you. It's just really kind of trying to get you, to get used to the week's structure. So first off, each week you're going to do videos and readings. It's really going to be sort of the bulk of the course. And this is going to keep you on track. Right here, the programs to view are Earth's Interior number 3 and the Seafloor program number 4. And these are going to be available under this link here. And it's going to take you to a unauthorized country. Well, that makes sense. You're going to be in an authorized country, so congratulations. But on this page, there's going to be a number of videos. And so, for example, for week one, you're going to watch number 3 and number 4. And for those videos, there's also going to be what we're calling a study focus sheet. And the study focus sheet is actually, it contains all of the study focus material for the entire course. But if you go over to the outline here, it's got material for program 3 and program 4, those videos that you're going to watch. And this is basically just text to help you sort of focus on what is relevant and what's important to know within those videos. So this should be pretty helpful for you. It's in all-in-one document, so you can print it off all at once if you want to. Also, if this outline isn't available, it's going to be under View, Show Document Outline. Next is the reading. So for week one, you're going to read the prelude and chapter 1. And to help you with that, there's practice questions, which is a similar sort of Google document. And it also has an outline for each of the sections. And these are going to look pretty much exactly like your exam questions. The answers aren't on here, but that's why you're in the course, right? I'm not just going to give you the answers. But that information, of course, is available to you in your videos and your readings. Some of these questions are going to be sort of divergent from your typical sort of multiple choice. So you might have like matching questions or choose multiple, that sort of thing. But this should be really helpful to you for exams. Next up, something everybody is going to be doing is things under the activities and homework section. In here, there's for week one, it's going to be an optional Moodle training. So for those of you who aren't exactly as familiar with Moodle, please go through that. That's pretty useful for kind of learning the ins and outs of how to use Moodle. And so that should hopefully help you acclimate to this online course. And for week 1's homework, we're going to be delving into science and sort of like the definition of science and how it's relevant to even folks who aren't science majors, because that is one thing that I hope that this course will help you with, or any of the sort of science courses at Lane should hopefully help you be a little bit more of an informed citizen. Now, within this homework, there's going to be, sometimes there's videos from Alex Geddes, one of the other professors at Lane, and she's made quite a few good videos out there for this course already, so you will probably see her again. Now, she's kind of just going over some of the elements of this particular homework. Underneath that, this is a link, another Google document link to a place where a sheet where you can save that, or rather save a copy of it, right? So it will go onto your own Google Doc, and then you'll be able to actually write on it, write answers. When you do turn it in, please submit it as a PDF. So once you save a copy of it, write your answers, you can download it as a PDF, and then you can come into here and submit it. If you end up submitting it in a format that's not PDF, it's possible that I won't be able to actually see it. I won't be able to actually view it, in which case I'll send you an email and let you know that you'll need to try again. One thing to note about Moodle in general is when you see these icons here with this piece of paper with a hand, that means you're turning in a file. You're submitting, in this case, a homework. If you are doing the lab, you'll also see the same thing. So this is where you would turn in your lab homework. Now, the lab here, you can see definitely that it looks a little bit different in that there's a start here sort of quiz and lab documents that you would then, complete and turn in here in a similar sort of way where you might print it off, scan it in, turn it into a PDF, and submit it here, or you might create a Google document copy that you could then edit, download as a PDF, and turn in here. You can also, for any of these submissions, print off a physical copy and deliver them to the science office. There's a drop box right outside the science office within Building 16. And if you timestamp it and slip it in there, the office doesn't even need to be open. You can visit there anytime Building 16 is actually open. So for some of you, that may be necessary, and that is certainly fine. Underneath all this is optional exam review questions. It's going to be a lot like the practice questions that I showed you up here, but these ones you'll be able to actually check your answers. And once again, if you do end up having any issues with any of these Google documents, it's probably because you aren't signed into the correct Google account. Each student will have a Google account associated with their Lane email address. You won't be using it for emails, but it will have everything like Google Drive access. And if you do end up having a problem accessing any of those Google documents, check out this little page here, and it will go through and explain that instead of requesting access to those files, which if you end up doing that, I can't actually give you access. So even if you request access, it's not going to work. Instead, what you need to do is switch accounts and use, instead of your, say, your Gmail account, you would use your Lane associated account. So that is all I have for you for now. If you do have any sort of critical questions, think first to post to the student to help or student to student help forum. That'll give you an opportunity to get an answer possibly sooner than I would, since I'm about 9 hours ahead of everyone currently. But I will start checking that forum or my emails for any questions that you might have. Until then, auf Wiedersehen.